A very good afternoon, dear students. I hope you all are safe at your place. The thought of the day is the roots of education are bitter, but the fruits are sweet. It is rightly said by the Aristotle. As you all know that the pandemic situation is there, you all are at your home. So I think this is the best time to invest in books. You can read more and more books, and ultimately whatever knowledge you are going to get from the books, that knowledge will be helpful to you somewhere in your life. So this is the best advice that I can give to my students that read more and more books. It is not so that you have to read just the books of your subjects or the books related to your syllabus. No, you can read any books in which you have the interest. I, Professor Sonal Agrawal, welcome you all on the digital platform of Agrawal Vidyapiyar English Medium College. This is the lecture for the subject Banking, Insurance and Financial Services. I just want to brief out that what we did in the last lecture. In short, that in the last lecture we have done the topic that is the procedure for the settlement of claim in case of life insurance policies. Clear? In that we discussed that if you want to settle the claim, then the claim can be bifurcated into the two categories. That is the death claim and the maturity claim. The death claim means the assured dies before the expiry of the term of the policies. Means the assured dies before the maturity date. In that situation, whatever claim done by the assignee or the nominee or the family members or the relative, that claim is known as the death claim. Why? Because the assured person dies before the maturity date. Here, what are the documents that are required to submit the claim that we discussed in this topic? Then the death claim is bifurcated into the two categories, that is the non-early death claim and the early death claim. What do you mean by non-early death claim? That non-early death claim means the death of the life assured occurs after the 3 years from the commencement of the policy. Means the person has taken the life insurance policy and the person dies after the 3 years of the commencement of the policy. In that situation, the claim is known as the non-early death claim. And what are the documents that require for the settlement of the claim that we discussed in this topic? What is the amount is going to pay to the nominee? The amount will be the sum assured plus the bonus amount will be given in the form of the check. The check must be a post-dated check. It may be the order check or it may be a bearer check that we discussed all these things in this topic. Then the second one is the early death claim. So what do you mean by early death claim? If the person dies who has taken the life insurance policy within the 3 years from the date of commencement of the policy, in that situation, the claim is known as the early death claim. Suppose the person has taken the policy in the year of 2007 and the person dies in the year of 2009. In that situation, the 3 years period is not over. So, in that situation, the claim is known as the early death claim. And what are the documents that require in these situations that we all discussed in this topic? So this is all about the death claims. The second one is the maturity claim. So what do you mean by maturity claim? If the term period of the policy is over, in that situation, the claim is done by the who can do the claim in the maturity claims only and only the assured person or the assignee if the policy is assigned to someone. These two parties can claim only. So these types of claim is known as the maturity claim. Again, I am repeating what do you mean by maturity claim? Maturity claim means the time period or the term of the policy is over and after the maturity date to get the amount of the policy, to get the benefit of the policy, the claim made by the assured, that claim is known as the maturity claim. In that situation, which are the documents that are required for the settlement of the claim that we discussed all these things. And in today's lecture, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about the new topic that is known as the annuity. So annuity is a plan of the life insurance company to give the protections to the customers in a better way. Here, annuity is quite different from the life insurance policy, which provides the risk protection of your life. Here also the question arises that what do you mean by annuity? So I am just going to explain in very simple words that annuity is a contract that provides an income for a specific period of time. Again, I am repeating, an annuity is a contract that provides an income Clear? It provide you not the protection of the risk, it provide you the income, clear, for a specific period of time. I'm going to explain the second definition, which is given by the Joseph, that a contract providing for regular periodic payment for a specific period is known as the annuity. Any contract that provide for regular periodic payments for the specific period is known as the annuity. So what do you mean by annuity? So annuity means if you have taken a plan called annuity. So after some times, what the company is going to do? Company is going to pay you. Your company is going to pay you the income, you can say, your installment, you can say, and that installment, that income must be paid by the company to you as a customer annually. That's why this scheme is known as annuity. Annually, income will be received by the customer. Here, what the customer has to do, how to pay the premium for that type of plan. The customer has to pay either by the lump sum. matlab, it means that the all the amounts in the lump sum manner the customer has to pay, or in some of the annuity plan the customer pay in some of the installments also. So it depends on that what type of plan of annuity you are going to get. There are different types of annuity, and on the basis of the type of the annuity, some of the rules are different. But what is the ultimate common thing in that the person, the customer is going to get the amount, get the income annually after the certain period of time. So the question arises that what is the definition of the annuity? So I have written here the definition of the annuity in the red form. Just read the paragraph once. Done? Okay, what is there? The annuity is a contract whereby the annuitant agrees to pay. Annuitant agrees to pay to insurer. Here, annuitant means the customer who has taken the scheme of the annuity. That person, that customer is known as the annuitant. Annuitant agrees to pay to insurer. Here, insurer means the insurance company. To insurer a certain amount. Here, either in lump sum or spread over a period of few years. As I said that you can pay in lump sum amount also, and you can pay in some of the installments also. And insurer in returns agrees to pay to the annuitant. Here what the insurance company agreed to pay to the customer a certain amount that is already predetermined every year. Here amount will be given to the customer every year. That's why this type of a scheme is known as the annuity. Either so long the annuitant is alive, till the person is still the customer is alive, or for such as may be determined by the contract of annuity, or you can take the annuity for a particular period of time also. Clear? Here what is mean by this, that the customer, the person who has taken the annuity plan, the customer has to pay some amount to the insurance company in the form of lump sum amount, or the person may pay in the form of the sum of the installment to the insurance company, and in exchange of this amount the insurance company will pay certain amount to the customer every year, and that income is known as the annuity. Till when the company is going to pay you, the company is going to pay you till the person is alive, till the annuitant is alive, or according to the time period which is determined in the contract of annuity. Clear? So you can take the annuity for the whole life also, and you can take the annuity plan for a particular period also. Clear? So this is the meaning of the annuity. The annuitant has to deposit the full amount to the insurance company, from which company pays the annuity in the form of the installment every year. In most of the plans, in most of the types of the annuity, what the customer has to do, the customer has to deposit the full amount. Here means the lump sum amount in one time. Here it is a single installment policy. Clear? The person has to pay the installment in a single premium, in a single installment. So here, in most of the annuity, some of the annuities are there where the company provides you to pay in 2 or 3 installments or in 4 to 5 installments. Why? Because the amount is very very big, so the person is not able to pay once in a lump sum method. So the company may provide you the benefit to pay in 2 or 3 installments, but in most of the times the person has to pay the full amounts to get the protection or to get the amount here. Here, what is the protection here? They are not covering the risk which is attached with life. Here, the annuity plan make you sure about the certain income at a certain period, at a particular period. The period is decided by you as a customer. So this is all about the meaning of the annuity. Clear? The annuity, you can say, it is just a mechanism that can provide you for a specific special liquidation of the capital over a period of time. Here, that capital you have invested, and you want the liquidation of that capital over a period of time. So this is just a mechanism to provide the fixed income to you at a particular period of time. Yeah, this is not all about the protection against the risk of the life. This is not covering any real risk that is attached with the life of the customer. This is just income for a particular period of time that the insurance company is going to give to the customer. I hope it is clear. Meaning should be very very clear. Then only you are able to understand the types, and then only you are able to understand the benefit and all. If the meaning of the annuity is not clear, then you may not be very much clear with the types of the annuity and of course with the benefits that the person is going to achieve from the plan of the annuity. So if the meaning is clear, then only you are able to understand the benefits in a better way. So try to make the meaning very very clear. I am again repeating for you that annuity is a plan that is given by insurance company in which what you have to do as a customer, you have to pay the installment once only. Clear? You full amount of the policy you have to pay once to the insurance company, and in exchange of that, the insurance company will pay you income every year. Yeah, every year insurance company will go to pay you a certain amount. That's why this types of plan is known as the annuity. Why? Because annually you are going to get the amount. Annually you are going to get the income, and the time period of the income is determined by you as a customer. It is maybe for the whole life of the customer, and it may be for a particular period of time that you have decided somehow 50 years or 60 years, or it may start after 50 to 60 years. As per the different types of plan, the rules are different, but it may be for a particular period of time, or it may be for the whole life of the customer. So you as a customer has to decide that for what period of time you require the income. I hope it is very clear. So let's start with the next topic, that is the types of annuity. So which are the types of the annuity available generally? So generally we are going to discuss here broad categories of the annuity, that are the 5 categories, or you can say the 5 types of the annuity that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. So first one is all about the immediate annuity. So in these types of annuity, the income is for a guaranteed period of time. Here the payments of annuity begin within the 1 year of purchase. Purchase means you have taken the annuity policy. Income payment can be either for the whole life or for a specific number of years, or it may be for the combination of both the schemes. Here, why it is called the immediate? Because as soon as you taken the policy, as soon as you taken means you have purchased the annuity, in the next year you are able to receive the amount. From the very next year you are going to get the annual income. Suppose a customer has taken the annuity policy in the year of 2015, so from the 2016 onwards, annually the person is going to receive the annuity income. That's why this types of annuity is known as the immediate annuity. Again, I am repeating, from the very next year of the purchase of the policy, the customer is entitled to receive the annual income. That's why this types of annuity is known as the immediate annuity. It may be for a whole life of the customer, or it may be for a specific number of period. Clear? According to the terms and condition that you have selected, the installment of the policy is going to be decided. Suppose if you have taken for a whole life, of course the premium rate will be high, and if you have taken for a specific period of time, say 50 years or 30 years or 40 years, so accordingly the company going to charge you the amount. I hope it is clear. And what amount you are going to get here? That amount is predetermined at the time of taking the policy. That annually, whether you are going to receive 5,000 annually, whether you are going to receive the 10,000, that amount is predetermined at the time of taking the annuity policy. That's why it is known as the immediate annuity. And according to the amount that you want as an income every year, accordingly you have to pay the installment. Installment was that you are going to pay in a lump sum method. I hope it is clear. The second one is the deferred annuity. Yeah, why it is called deferred annuity? This is just the opposite of the immediate annuity. In the immediate annuity, you are going to receive the amount from the very next year. But here in the deferred annuity, you are going to receive the amount after a particular period of time that is decided by you. Suppose you require the amount after 50 years. In the old age, suppose you require the amount income in the old age. Why? Because in the old age, there is no source of income, and if you want to live with the dignity, you don't want to depend on anyone. In that situation, you may go for the income of the annuity that you require after the 50 years or after the 60 years of the purchase of the policy. So after that particular period of time, after that deferred time, you are going to get the amount of the income in form of the annuity. That's why this is known as the deferred annuity. Now here you are going to receive the amount after a particular period of time. So this types of annuity is also available for more than one installment. As I said that in some types of annuity plan, you can pay the amount, you can purchase the annuity in more than one installments. Here you can purchase for a single premium also. Here you have paid once, you have to pay it once, and after a particular years you are going to receive annual income. In that type, the deferred annuity is known as the single premium deferred annuity. Why? Because you have to pay it once only. And if you want to pay in some installments, yeah, suppose 4 to 5 installments. So in that situation, the annuity will be called the flexible premium deferred annuity. Why? Because this flexibility will be given to the customer to pay in more than one time. You have to pay in the installment form. Why? Because immediately you are not going to receive the annuity. You are going to receive the annuity after a particular period of time. So there is a time lag. Yeah, suppose the person has purchased the annuity in 2015, and if the person wants the income after 2060, so there is a huge gap between these 2 years, 2015 and 2060. So this between these 2 years, if the person wants to pay in 4 to 5 installments, so yes, company will provide these types of facility to the customer. That's why this facility is known as the flexible premium deferred annuity. But this type of facility is not available in case of immediate annuity. Why? Because in immediate annuity, the customer is going to get the amount of the customer is going to get the income in the form of annuity from the very next year. So in that situation, the person has to pay the installment in a single installment policy. The customer cannot pay the installment in more than one installment. But this facility is available in case of deferred annuity. The third one is the fixed annuity. Why it is known as fixed annuity? Because here what amount you are going to get annually, it is pre-decided and it is not going to affect with any market fluctuation. Suppose you require 10,000 every year. So here that 10,000 is fixed. The rate of return is fixed. That is not going to affect with the market fluctuation, with the interest rate of the insurance company that may varies from time to time. The benefits, the policy, terms and condition of the policy that varies for time to time. Not any single condition is going to affect that 10,000. Okay, that 10,000 is fixed that you are going to get every year. That's why this type of annuity is known as the fixed annuity. Means fixed income is the surety. Of course, yes, if this type of surety is given to the customer, so of course the installment amount will be slightly high. So that type of annuity is known as the fixed annuity. What is fixed here? The income that the person is going to receive in the form of annuity, that income is fixed here. That income is not going to change with the change of anything, with the change of the rate of interest, with the change of the market force, or with the change of the any terms and conditions of the insurance company policy. No, not at all. Nothing is going to change the amount that person is going to receive. That's why it is known as the fixed annuity. The next form of the annuity is known as the variable annuity. Of course, this is just the opposite of your fixed annuity. Here, all the conditions is going to vary the income that is a person is going to receive, that the customer is going to receive. Here suppose the customer is going to receive 5,000 plus prevailing interest rate. Prevailing interest rate may change from time to time. So 5,000 plus the person is going to get every year. That plus amount is going to vary according to the market forces, according to the terms and conditions of the policy. Yeah, so that's why this types of annuity is known as the variable annuity. What is going to vary here? The income that the person is going to receive in the form of the annuity. That income is going to vary. That's why this is known as the variable annuity. And the last for the today's lecture, that is the retirement annuity. If you want the security of income after the retirement, this is somehow similar with the second one, that is the deferred annuity. But here what is the main difference? That in the deferred annuity you can choose any year. You may require the annuity after 10 years, after 20 years, after 25 years. But in the retirement annuity, you are going to get the amount, or you are going to get the income in the form of annuity after the retirement only, not before the retirement. So this is the main difference between the deferred and the retirement annuity. Otherwise, these two are almost same. Clear, party? What do you have to do? Of course, the terms and conditions are also same, that you can pay the amount of installment in a single installment also, and the flexible premium installment is also available here. You can pay the premium for more than one installment, and of course that you as a customer, you are going to receive the income in the form of the annuity after retirement. Annually you are going to receive the income. That's why this types of annuity is known as the retirement annuity. Again, I am repeating in short that first one is the immediate annuity. Why it is called immediate? Why? Because you as a customer is going to receive the income in the form of annuity immediately next year. Clear? From the very next year of the purchase of the policy, you are going to receive the annuity. In the case of deferred annuity, the time period is deferred. The time period is decided by you. After that particular time period, you are going to receive the annuity income. The time period may be anything that you as a customer is going to decide, and on the basis of the time period, the premium is going to be decided by the insurance company. The third one is about the fixed annuity. What is fixed here? The income that the person is going to receive as a customer, and in the form of the annuity, that income is fixed here. That income is not going to vary with the vary of any market forces, with the vary of the terms and conditions of the policy, with the vary of the interest rate. Here nothing is going to vary the income that the person is going to receive. That income is fixed for the whole life, for the term of the policy. That's why this type of annuity is known as the fixed annuity. Suppose the customer wants that every year the customer requires the income of 10,000. So that 10,000 is fixed. Clear? And the 10,000 is not going to vary with the value of anything. That's why this is known as the fixed annuity. The next one is about the variable annuity. Here, what is variable? Again, the same, that in case of fixed annuity, the income is fixed. So here, the variable, the return the person is going to get, that return is variable according to the portfolio or the investment plan of the person. According to the terms and condition and the portfolio or investment plan of the company, the income may vary time to time. Market forces may vary that income, that there is a boom period in the market, or there is a recession in the market, what is the prevailing interest rate in the markets. So these all the things directly or indirectly vary the income that the person is going to receive. Suppose sometimes for the some of the years the person receive the income of 7,000 yearly, and after sometimes it may be 6,000 because of the market reason. It may be increase also, it may be decrease also. Clear? So that's why it is known as the variable annuity. That what amount the person is going to receive, that is not fixed. So this is just the opposite of your fixed annuity. And the last one, that is the retirement annuity. Here the customer is going to receive the income in the form of the annuity after the retirement. And of course, the installment premium, the premium may be paid by once, it may be paid by more than one installment. Why? Because the person is going to pay, receive the amount after the retirement. Means so many time period is there. You have purchased the policy, suppose at the age of 25, and you are going to retire at the age of 60. So there is a huge gap between the purchase of the policy and between the receiving of the income. So in between that, the person can purchase the policy in the form of the installments also. So here the person can get the premium in pay the premium in more than one installments also. So this type of flexibility is also available in deferred annuity or in retirement annuity, but it is not available in immediately annuity, fixed annuity, or variable annuity. These all are the types of the annuity. Try to make the meaning of the types very clear and try to make especially the meaning of the annuity very clear. In the next lecture, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about the benefits that the person is going to receive from the annuity, and again we are going to revise these types once again. So try to remember this thing. If you are having any doubt, so again we are going to revise these types in the next lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe, start learning. Have a good day. Thank you.